We're going to want to add some spices to this ground beef. We are going to use 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of Mexican oregano, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. So it's time to make the crust of our Mexican pizza. This is basically just a quesadilla. I've got this skillet over medium-low heat. I don't want to burn it. I like to make the bottom layer kind of thin. If you want to make it a really thick quesadilla, by all means. I'm going to flip it when it's browned, and then we will build the pizza on top of this. That's good. It doesn't need to be completely done. It's going to go back in the oven once we top it. All right, it's time to build our pizza. I should have mentioned this, but you probably want to use a cast iron skillet to cook your quesadilla, or some other kind of skillet that can go in the oven. Makes it a lot easier. If you don't have something like that, don't worry. You're just going to need to transfer the pizza to something oven-proof once you go to finish it. We're going to start off with refried beans. You're going to want to have some of these ready. Probably going to use about a 1/4 cup for this pizza. Think of this as like the sauce of the pizza, if you will. Next, we're going to top it with some of the ground beef. You can always make this vegetarian if you prefer. Just omit the ground beef. Obviously, you can put all sorts of veggies on here. You don't have to stick with what I chose. I like to put onions on now, just so they get a little cooked, but you could add raw onions afterwards. Finally, I'm going to top it with cheddar cheese. Monterey Jack, cheddar jack, anything like that is going to work. I like a lot of cheese on top. We're going to finish it with some more ingredients after it comes out of the oven. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the pizza into a 350-degree oven. Again, if you can't use the skillet that you made the quesadilla in, put it on a sheet pan or whatever else you have. I'm gonna leave that in the oven for approximately 15 minutes or until the cheese is good and melted. All right, pizza is looking good. We're gonna pull this out of the oven. Your topping choices are infinite, if you will. I'm gonna add some fresh tomato on top that we cut earlier. Gonna add some fresh onion, just a small amount, mostly for looks. This is a little bit of a weird topping, but one I like. Inspired by the walking taco. Some Fritos. Finally, some crema. You can use sour cream if you've got it. And some Mexican hot sauce. There we go.